let's talk scales and chords first. So one thing I mentioned yesterday was playing each note twice and working your scales to make it easier to think about. Because if you're changing notes every single pick stroke, you have to think a lot faster. So pick every note twice makes it a lot easier. When you can play that comfortably from memory, start working on the next scale right away. You don't need to wait an entire week unless it takes that long. So again, you don't need to wait an entire week to add another scale. As soon as you feel like you got that C scale down, the Ionian mode, start working on the D Dorian as well. And just add a shape once you can play everything you've got down comfortably from memory. And you can play each note once, that's fine. I just wanted to give you an option. To make it easier, okay? So we also talked about right hand muting. So you got to make sure that, you know, when you're starting off here, just have the palm of your hand on the body of the guitar. And as you ascend the notes, then you have to be laying your hand on those lower pitch strings that you're not playing anymore, so this way they don't ring out. You have to keep adjusting your hand's placement. Index finger's doing a lot of muting for that left hand. So when I'm on the E string here, it's index finger's muting all this stuff, okay? So when you're up on the G string, you're going to be muting the D and the B string. Just like the chords. Same idea. You got to get that index up underneath the lower pitch string and have it laying across the other higher pitch strings. So same thing with scales. So everything to do, just real quick, might be fairly quick because you did it yesterday. Just remind yourself, like C major, D minor, E minor, F major, G major, A minor, whoops, B diminished, okay? We're going to be using these things a lot. I can't remember if we've done the key of G or the key of F as well. But a good thing to do is we go through that, and we can start doing this next time as well. But basically, I have a lot of phlegm in my throat today, basically, apparently. Key of G, like we would be going through 7 triad chords with that as well. So you'd have G major, A minor, B minor, C major, D major, E minor, F sharp diminished. Key of F, the basic chords would be F major, G minor, A minor, B flat major, C major, D minor, E diminished. But if we haven't touched on the key of G and the key of F yet, don't worry about it. Just focus on the basic chords for the key of C. Keep them fresh in the brain. And then go through the 3 note chords. Just run through that sheet like at least once a day, just as a good refresher on what we've done. So you start that C chord, D minor, E minor, F, G, D down here. Because when you can quickly go between like your major, your minor, and your diminished on this stuff, you're going to recognize the fretboard a hell of a lot better. And it's going to make progressing in our theory work way easier. So start your practice with that. Run whatever scale you're currently working on just a few times. Try and get it. Yeah, just play it from memory. Run through your chords real quick, and then get on into this stuff. So the idea with this one is to practice muting, keeping that thumb over the E string. So you can use 2 fingers, or you can use the 1. If you're using 1, you got to make sure that that B string is silent. So if you can't do it right now, just stick with the 2 fingers. That's totally fine. And then, yeah, tempo. That's the name of the metronome I use. Tempo, and you can put in your 8th note subdivision, and it can be heard rather easy. All right, number 1, 60 beats per minute. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you don't have to strum every string either. You're certainly welcome to just try and aim for those 3 that you're playing. We do the muting stuff for the accidental string hits. 120. 1, 2, 3, 4. 160. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 200. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, number 2. 60 beats per minute. 1, 2, 3, 4. 20. 1, 2, 3, 4. 160. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 200. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. If you feel like it, throw it in. All right, number 3. 60 beats per minute. 1, 2, 3, 4. One, two, 1, 2, 3, 4. 200. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so that's everything. So if any questions come up, let me know, and I'll see you again next week.